Welcome back. As we wrap up the month of August, our pollen forecast is sitting at just about the same compared to what we've been tracking all of August. Low tree pollen, low grass pollen, moderate weed pollen, and low mold pollen. But in terms of our forecast, we're looking at temperatures still sticking right around those averages as we continue throughout the rest of this work week. Sunny skies are also here to stay. Pretty minimal cloud coverage through those afternoon hours. Maybe some partly cloudy skies on and off on some days, but really still be UV aware, still be sun aware. Drink that water, stay hydrated. Also in some of our southern forecast regions, still some on and off afternoon showers can be expected over the San Juans. We'll notice in our almanac that we're usually hitting 88 during this time of year. We did see 93 recorded through our forecast region today, but of course we're on the cool down already at 92 degrees. We're going to continue to see those upper 80s and low 90s throughout the rest of this work week as well. But in some of those southern areas, like I mentioned, we're watching some showers move on through as this cold front pushes through, and we're also watching just a little bit of a switch up in terms of wind directions, and that means over some of our northern areas, there are some fire concerns as this moves on through. This high pressure is also going to push on in towards Friday and into those weekend days, continuing with, of course, this dry and hot weather we've been seeing. We'll notice here in our temperature trend that those 90s are actually what we're expecting as we wrap up the work week and get into the weekend, which has increased just a couple of degrees compared to what we were even tracking earlier this week. And then as we look towards Sunday and Monday, we're dropping down into those 80s possibly. Our evening lows are also sitting about where they should be. I do want to touch on our heat index though, because it'll be feeling just a few degrees cooler than what we're actually recording outside. Instead of those low 90s, maybe those mid 80s to be seen or felt at least. But currently, like I mentioned, 92 through Grand Junction, same through Moab. Right now we're watching 91 in Delta, 85 through Montrose, actually already 60s and 70s in the high country areas. And outside on America's Mattress Live Tower Cam, I mentioned just moments ago, and I'll mention again, beautiful blue, clear, and sunny skies. Just a little bit of some cloud coverage as we're looking over the mesa, and it's actually looking very similar over in Montrose. We're really just looking at that cloud coverage in the high country area. Over us locally, just beautiful. In this evening, we're also going to continue to see those clear skies as we have all week this week. We'll notice our wind gusts right now a tad bit elevated in some areas, but they will drop down just a little bit as we get into these late evening hours, even as we wake up tomorrow, staying more on that calm side of things. Tomorrow, afternoon high, very similar to what we saw today, 90 degrees through Grand Junction, 95 through Moab, 84 in Montrose, 70s in the high country areas. But I do want to chat about tomorrow. It's Market on Main, and we'll be there live, of course, but those temperatures, well, we're going to be 90 right when that starts on up during that 5 o'clock hour. As we get towards that 6 o'clock hour, we're dropping down into the 80s. As we get into that 7 o'clock hour and even 8 o'clock hour, it'll be feeling a tad bit cooler. Now, Discovery Outer Group's 7-day forecast is going to continue with that trend. Not a whole lot of exciting stuff going on in our forecast, but Labor Day looking to be beautiful for that 3-day weekend. We'll even notice Montrose is trailing fairly close behind, mid 80s, and then by Sunday and Monday, we're dropping down into those low 80s.